And for the ones that's coming in, we want to say thank you and welcome.
Monique, if you don't turn that goddamn camera around,
Welcome to us. Daddy, we ain't done this in so
that
long.
We
joint
haven't done it in a
sideways as
while.
We ain't
hell.
done this in a good low time.
Peace, Curry
Y'all come on
Gang.
in,
Thumbs up the
babies.
video.
Come on in.
Bringing y'all
So we can
exclusive.
have this conversation
Bringing
openly,
y'all Monique exclusive.
honestly,
You know what I'm saying?
loudly,
And with love.
and with love. Let it be lovely. All those things. Y'all come on in, my babies. We want the ones, like I said, that get it, and we really want the ones that don't get it.
If you don't turn that goddamn camera,
The comedians, the journalists, we want y'all to come on in so we can have an open and honest conversation. And then, you know, y'all may answer some things for yourself and ask yourself, how would you have handled a situation? How are you going to deal with it? And I hope that DL makes his way into the live. We're just letting the babies come on in.
peace, Curry Gang.
Hey,
What's
sweet
going on with
babies.
y'all, family? We in here.
This is why I love us, baby. I love us. Some of y'all comments, some of the comments that I have been reading, some have been so filled with just delicious love.
Peace.
And some of
Thumbs up
them
that
are
video.
mad. It's like, baby, what's wrong? Wait a minute, did it just go dark? Oh, okay. All right. You want to start talking, my baby?
Let's rock and roll.
So listen, this past weekend, it was very eventful. And I had a show at the Fox Theater on Saturday night in Detroit. And y'all have seen a video gone viral with me speaking very openly and candidly about my feelings towards D.L. Hughley, the contract, and the past. And as I was on that stage saying what I was saying, let me be clear, it was intentional. It was intentional. The contract situation and the headliner situation, that was just the icing on the cake for D.L. Hughley and I.
Let's take them back, though.
Take them back.
Let's take them back to the beginning so everybody can get an understanding of where
Got our
the
whole
love
camera
fest,
sideways.
if you will, ended.
Let me turn it up, Daddy. They saying turn it up.
All right.
Okay. So let me just take y'all back to where when you think you're cool with somebody, you find out that you're not. Some time ago when D.L. Hughley, he still has his radio show, and they called me to do an interview. I go on to do the interview, and I'm getting interviewed by the sister Jasmine, and I can't remember the other gentlemen that were in the room. It was one of his producers, and it was another gentleman on the radio. And please forgive me, I can't remember their names. So we're having a great time doing this interview. Well, when we get to the end of the interview, the sister Jasmine says, "Hey, Monique, would you like to play a game?" And I said, "Okay, sis, let's play the game." Well, when she said the game is called Would You Rather? So I said, "Okay, I'm down for it." And then the sister says to me, "Would you rather your husband sleeps with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without one?"
Breathe that in for a sec.
I don't know.
Now, for those of you who didn't hear it and you might just have joined the room, I want to take you back to that moment. This sister, a black woman, asked me when they were playing this game called Would You Rather, "Hey, Monique, would you rather your husband sleeps with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without one?"
Damn.
Now, the question that I would ask anybody that's listening, is that offensive?
Hell
Is
yeah.
that insulting? Is that going too far?
And how, when you are
But what that
pro-black
got to do
or
with this
portray
situation,
yourself as a
Monique?
pro-black man, how is that helpful to the community to ask, would you sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom? Would you prefer your husband sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without.
That is
Because
disrespectful.
any way Monique speaks on it, what happens? You're downgrading the other person.
Yes.
And despite the fact that Monique and Lee were having a rift at the time, she refused to say anything negatively against them in that regard. She wasn't going to play that. But to your point, then what happened?
So DL was not there that day.
Oh, he
I
wasn't
said
there.
to his team, let me call DL Hughley, because what I know is that brother ain't down like that. He gonna have a problem with y'all saying that kind of foolishness. So I get DL Hughley's telephone number and I call DL Hughley and I said, hey man, I just did an interview with your people and this is what they trying to run. Like this is the game they trying to play. And DL's response was, that's just how we do. And that's what it is.
Wow.
I said, really, brother? So we attack families now? Like, what you doing? Like I said, that's just how we do. I said, DL, I would suggest you don't air that because I don't think it's going to make you look good to the community. Now, if y'all notice, that never got aired and I never said anything. Through the years, I never said anything. I kept it to myself because what I knew was that I was going to see DL Hughley again. Now, after that situation happened, it let me know for whatever reason, DL Hughley was not cool with me.
Wow.
For whatever reason.
Wow.
Then through the years, and I want y'all to hear me, please. Through the years, I've listened to this man talk about all that I'm not, what I didn't deserve. I was mentally ill. I was bitter. Me and my husband did poor business. I was selfish. I was fanatic. I was psychotic. Now, don't take my word, please. You can Google it for yourself, YouTube it for yourself. D.L. Hughley speaks on Monique. And through the years, my babies,
Yeah, we seen
I
it.
said nothing because I knew the day would come that I would see D.L. Hughley. Now, for every interview he's done, I didn't get it from nobody else's mouth. I watched it for myself. And I watched this brother sit down with that white cat, Vlad, and tell this white man all that I wasn't, as the white man told him, all that me and my husband wasn't. And I watched D.L. Hughley go in. Now, it ain't that he just goes in on me. D.L. Hughley has a habit of saying freely what he wants to say about anybody.
Ice Cube.
Come on.
Angela Stanton.
Come on. Kanye West. Like the young babies.
Islam.
The young babies, the rappers, Young Thug and Gunna.
Man.
Yep.
See, and let me tell y'all, when I made that joke about you, D.L. Hughley, I didn't think you would get tender in your feelings because you made the comment about the baby stage names and you said with names like that, don't you think they would wind up in jail? Well, that's what you said. Well, I thought I was coming back being clever, making a joke because, you know, back in the day when somebody was on the DL, you know what they were. I don't think you're a homosexual man, DL. I was making a joke and I can't believe you got tender.
He did something strange.
See, you got tender after you've talked for years. So let me be clear to you babies watching. Saturday night, I don't care where I went up on that stage, I was going to hand D.L. Hughley his ass. Because through the years, I've listened to this man speak so freely about my poor decisions, my life choices. And he spoke as if we had a conversation sitting down talking.
Now, please tell the good people out there what it is that made you go on his show to be blindsided by that question in the first place. What was it about your relationship that made you think he was a comrade in comedy?
See, y'all, I'm one of them old school kind of girls. I'm one of them old school, round the way, down the block kind of girls. And when you get invited to my home, that means something to me. And this was back in the day. This was back in the 90s. And I was opening up for D.L. Hughley. And I was excited. He was doing a comedy club in Upper Maryland. It was the night of a Mike Tyson fight.
Turn that
So no
video,
one
daddy.
showed up. 10 people
Turn that
showed up to
video,
the
daddy.
show. It was no
Love,
judgment
love,
because
love,
everybody
daddy.
understood when Mike Tyson fight, the world shuts down. So for whatever reason, DL had the date. They booked me on the show with them. I'm excited. We get there. It's 10 people. I say, hey, DL, so the night's not a total bust.
Hey, down low.
Why don't you and your audience, because they came to see him, come on back to my home? We can watch the fight.
My
I
sweet
fix some
babies.
food. Let's have a good time. So I invite this
Yeah, they got
man
this
back
video
to
all
my home.
sideways.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but my home is my sacred place. But I invite him and his audience back
Y'all sideways, sweet
so
baby.
people wouldn't walk away disappointed that there was no show. So that's why I felt like from that moment to the moment I did his radio show and they tried to come with foolishness, I always thought DL Hughley and I
Nah,
were
this
cool.
is live, Letitia
Always.
Smith.
Never knew
This ain't no
that
replay.
he had so much to say.
And had Brother DL, because regardless of the beef, that's still our brother.
Come on.
But had Brother DL simply said, I apologize that offended you, I apologize for catching you off, I could see how that could catch you off, because had my wife came on there and you said something like that to her in reference to me, that would have been insulting, because we are supposed to be protective of one another in that regard. But beyond
Lime
that,
Mellow Jelly, this
because
is live.
when Monique told me that that's what he said, I personally didn't take offense to him utilizing
It
me.
says live right there on the damn
I
screen.
took exception to him
Hell?
utilizing Brother Lee and Sister
Corinne.
because what had they done to him? Again, when you are a senior in the community and you 59 years old and your history is you used to be in a gang, you dropped out of school, you got your GED, that right there is an incredible story of how somebody made mistakes, turned it around, came from nothing, and made something of himself. Can't help but give him props, be proud of him. But when you listen to him go after Ice Cube, because that man made a decision as a man to say, I'm not going to get that vaccination, and it doesn't matter how much money it is. That's what you call integrity. When you have a brother named Kanye that has had the challenges that he's had, and you have him
Smash that like button.
calling that man out, as opposed to calling him up and saying, let me put my arm around you. And he and Steve talking about, we come from a place called Whoop Ass.
The Whoop Ass Tribe.
The Whoop Ass Tribe. Listen, that may have been cool when you were younger, but what you trying to give to the young folks, because if they get the whooping on people, they going to jail. I'm 54. DL 59. Steve 62. Monique 50-something years old. What we like look
you
like.
Said 50-something. I'm 54.
My bad. 54, I know. But what good would it do our old asses out here fighting? So the point of all of that is, there's an old saying, you live by the sword and you die by the sword. If you've been comfortable talking about Rizza Islam in reference to his opinion about a vaccine, if you're talking about our sister
Angela
Stanton and her views, but then she approaches you in the airport to see your personal opinion about it, but you call security. If you don't believe me, reach out.
Okay. We sorry. Okay.
We saying to you then, we shouldn't talk about people and then not have the same energy when we see them, when we talked about them. But that's what happens when you start with people that didn't start anything with you.
Go ahead.
No, baby, go ahead.
Oh, and I want to address something too, because I want y'all to watch how people like D.L. Hughley will throw smoke and mirrors to try to distract from what it really is. If you watch the video of what I said, if you watch that video, I didn't say anything insulting. in reference to that man's family, nor his beautiful wife. What I said is I feel sorry for your family. I feel sorry for your wife. Now, the other part that I said, y'all know what it was, and I'm going to leave it on the stage.
You say you was
But
going
to be specific,
Suck-
without being
sucking
specific,
his
you
dick.
essentially
We
said,
know.
I feel sorry for your wife having to perform a sexual act on a coward.
That's
How
exactly.
do you perform a sexual act on a coward? There is nothing that was said about your wife,
Nothing.
your family.
Nothing.
It was directed specifically to you.
So let me be clear again. For all the shade droppers, tea spillers, candy bar biters, Saturday night, D.L. Hughley was going to get his ass handed to him because through the years, I've heard this man have a lot to say about me. And what the type of person I am, if y'all don't know by now, I wasn't going on nobody's radio show talking about how I felt towards D.L. Hughley. I wasn't going on nowhere. I was going to make sure the night that I spoke about D.L. Hughley, I wanted D.L. Hughley to be there. Now, I want to address something else. And everything I'm saying, please find it out for yourself. I want to address something. When D.L. Hughley says, and then she brought in Steve Harvey.
Smash that like button, my
let me
sweet
tell y'all
babies.
something. This ain't new. I watched D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey sit on his show and lie.
DL show.
On DL show and lie. I watched Steve Harvey say to DL, we had to edit the show because Monique was saying some crazy stuff and we had to protect her. And then DL says, yeah, man, you was just trying to protect her. And then Steve says, yeah, man, well, let me ask this question. When did they get into the black woman protection business? So that's why I said Steve Harvey that night.
All these people in here, them lights low
what
as
you
hell.
got
Get them
back
lights
was the
up, man.
medicine that you've dished out to our community for so long through the years. And I want to address what you're trying to make the show out to be. Detroit, I want to say thank you for that amazing night because it was amazing. And when DL says the people left disheartened and disappointed and they were ashamed and embarrassed, well, let's address that because I think it's only fair. From my understanding, Josh Adams kicked butt. From my understanding, Sister Ava Rodriguez kicked butt. Now, I can speak for me because I was there. When I walked out on that stage in Detroit, those beautiful people, they gave me a standing ovation.
What happened when you walked off?
Those beautiful people gave me a standing ovation. Now, what has happened in that moment, and this is for the comics who have so much to say. Come on, sweet babies.
Come on,
this
sweet
is
babies.
Comedy 101.
Come on, sweet
when
babies.
When you are the headliner, you have to meet the challenge. Regardless as to who goes in front of you and what is said, you have to meet the challenge. And what happened was when D.L. Hughley walked out on that stage, he could not meet
Got Curry
the
in the building.
See, I've had to go up on stage after people have my headline. I've had to go up on stage after people have talked ill about me in front of me. I still got to go up on that stage. And my job as the headliner is to make sure when that audience leaves, they leave feeling fulfilled. So because you could not step up to the challenge, D.L. Hughley, you have now made it appear as if
going on, Curry gang.
And if y'all were paying attention, my babies.
But finish the thought. He made it appear as if the night was bad.
He made it appear as if the night was bad.
Just hey, my sweet babies.
Yeah. Just your moments were bad, DL. And I want to address something else because if you want to try to make me look unprofessional, let me tell you how much I get down for the people. I could have not gone on that stage.
Could y'all hear me? Could you hear me, JR?
We can hear you. You wouldn't got paid
either. Out on that stage.
Oh, I did you.
Because I love the people. I don't take those people for granted. I don't take the people for granted that may have paid their last dollar to buy a ticket to a show that I'm
Am I clear? Am I clear?
People for granted that said, you know what, tonight I need to come out and release this. I don't take those people for granted. So I could have not gone out on that stage. But because of the people, I walked out on that stage and I said that to the people. So when y'all say, well, why didn't she go out? Because that's just not the type of woman I am.
and I want to share something with y'all.
Get them lights up, my sweet babies.
About this human being sitting to the right. What she says that she really means that
it's a little choppy.
she had the privilege of being told by a gentleman y'all may have heard of, who said, never stop being who you are. Always be you, because you works. His name was Richard Pryor. And there's a gentleman by the name of Rudy Hughley. That's the nephew of the legendary Paul Mooney. He was there, and to corroborate Paul Mooney saying, you may call you Mrs. Pryor. What do they call that?
Her audio is messed up. Is that Monique's audio that's messed up like that?
Yeah, it can't be ours.
Damn, Monique. Gotta get that together. Hey, my sweet babies.
That joint broke up, my sweet baby. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dang, what's going on, man?
Hey, my sweet sugary babies.
Get those lights up, my sweet
The connection, the connection sound like the Matrix right now. My sweet sugary baby.
Let me tap out and go back in. Let me refresh the joint.
Yeah, let's try that. Yeah,
Or let me go refresh this live real quick.
Make sure y'all smash that like button in the meantime.
What's going on with this, man?
Somebody said that's zesty.
I don't know what's going on here, my sweet babies. Refresh the page.
Shit.
Attack play. Damn, come on, man.
So you sort of sound like the Matrix a little bit.
Bro?
Yeah, it's a little choppy. I don't know if it's choppy on eight. Do I sound choppy, y'all?
I think it might be. I don't know. Try this shit again. See what's going on. Shit might be browser doing some dumb shit. Alright, hold on. Alright, here we go. Let me check this real quick.
Yeah, you sound a little choppy, JR.
For real?
Yeah, you sound mad choppy.
Do your own homework. Pull it up for yourself. And then ask yourself, how many times am I going to get poked? How many times is people going to just start messing with people that's not messing with them?
We back.
So again, what happened Saturday night? I'm going to say it again. D.L. Hughley was going to get his ass handed to him. Because once y'all go back all through the interview, I'm going to be shocked. I will be shocked if y'all say, Mo, I'm surprised you didn't get
I think it's good.
Brother, a lot sooner because it went on for years.
And when Brother DL says Monique does what a lot of women do, and that's weaponized feminism. No, what a lot of women do is they get mistreated because they're feminine, because they happen to be women. So when a woman takes the course of facing her opposition head on, she's a bitch. She don't know what she's doing. She being disrespectful. I mean, what's the name of the book Brother Steve Harvey wrote? What was it called?
Act like a lady, but think like a man. What do y'all see what we buy into? I'm not equipped to think like a man. I'm not equipped to think like a man.
And why does a woman have to think like a man in order to be accepted?
That book was stupid, I think.
When a woman thinks like a man and dealt with DL head on, book. Now it's a problem again.
But I gotta go back to this, Daddy.
That book was
I can't believe D.L. Hughley. I can't believe Daryl Lynn, you a tender.
Daryl
And that has
Lynn.
nothing to do with your sexuality. It has everything to do with your heart. I can't believe you that tender. I can't believe. Oh, and she was. What is the word he uses? Because
Tender.
he's in one of those
Tender.
words. I,
It was vile.
oh yes, I can't. You, brother,
Forgotten King,
you
what's
are
up,
in your
brother?
feelings.
See you up in
I
here.
cannot believe that, DL. And for the comedians, pay attention, baby. Pay
Shout
attention.
out to the
See,
brother
when
of
you
Forgotten
run your mouth
Kings.
about other people and you don't
Subscribe
know
to
who
his
you
YouTube
running up
channel.
into,
He posts
and then you get to
good
run into a
content too.
brick wall, and then you want to play victim and fall out and act like you've been damaged. Come on. Like I
Tenderoni,
said, I
sweet
feel sorry
babies.
for your family, brother.
If I may
Yes, you may,
change in
Daddy.
another direction.
Change it.
Change it, sweet baby.
What we believe in is trying to put forth the facts because we love our people.
Yes.
And what a lot of individuals don't know is the people that he spoke about Monique having a problem with, he said they all are the same. And they're right. They all were people who stepped to her and she stepped back. Now that's the problem. If you notice throughout the years, what are the details associated with what makes Monique difficult? See, when they speak in generalities, it allows you to come up with your conclusion about how she was difficult, but they never go into the specifics. See, the specifics would be Monique has a problem with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. Oprah Winfrey for multiple reasons. Besides the fact that as a Black woman who privately said, and here's that word again, privately communicated to Monique and I that her position for not campaigning for an award was right and it was fair because everything she did was up on the screen. In addition to the fact that she had no contractual obligation to do anything for Lionsgate. When you have Tyler Perry, who privately admits the same thing, but also says, anything they ask me to do is what I'll do. When you have a billionaire who says, anything they ask me to do, I'll do, what begins to happen is they'll use his actions of compliance to put down everybody else. So Monique was supposed to do something for people that she owed nothing. Now, if you think that she was wrong for that, this is what I would suggest you do. When you go to work tomorrow, or if you're at work right now, go to your boss and say, listen, moving forward, I've been tripping. I've been looking for money at the end of the week for my job. Moving forward, I'm gonna work for you and let you make money off of me and I get nothing in return. If you think that what she did was inappropriate, the Black woman is violated so much that y'all heard the recording of Tyler Perry saying he was wrong and he was gonna make it right and he is yet to make it right, but nobody is saying anything to him because he's Tyler Perry. There's a quote
He's
that
Medea.
goes, some people are fearful of the truth. They are fearful of hearing the truth because they are afraid it will destroy their illusion. We don't want nobody to take away our God. And we got to be connected more, not to who the celebrity is, not more to who's Black, not more to who's white, not more to who's a Democrat, not more to who's a Republican. We've got to be connected to what's right. And sometimes when you're connected to what's right, you got to face the ridicule associated, but I'd rather face the
That's what we be
ridicule.
talking about.
We'd rather face the ridicule
Stay connected to the
associated
source,
with
baby.
doing what's right than face the personal ridicule that we would impose upon ourselves for standing there and letting wrong happen and say nothing.
Now I want to address the contract and a deal memo.
May I help you with that? I'm
Yes,
sorry, my
Daddy.
love.
Yes.
Please forgive.
Go on, take your time.
So, as not to freestyle, I pulled up the difference between the two. This will give you it in a nutshell. A memorandum of understanding, or the deal memo that D.L. Hughley presented to the people. It says, a memorandum of understanding is a document used to articulate an agreement between two or more parties. The document is likely to detail the scope of the agreement, the length of the agreement, and the state how the agreement can be terminated. A memorandum of understanding is often used before parties are ready to make a formal, let me repeat that, a memorandum of understanding is used before parties are often used before parties are ready to make a formal agreement. Parties can use a memorandum of understanding to outline expectations and responsibilities before a full agreement has been reached. Unlike contracts, however, a memorandum of understanding is not intended to be a legally binding agreement. As a result, parties can typically avoid the agreement with no legal consequences. Let me repeat that, and I'm going to break it down in layman's terms. When they say, unlike contracts, however, a memorandum of understanding, which is what DL provided the community with,
Yes.
is not intended to be a legally binding agreement. By legally binding, that means that if you were to try to sue for what was not on a memorandum of understanding, there are no signatures. It is not legally binding. And the agreement, because he made the statement, oh, that came from his company. Well, the MOU came from UTA, which, as it says here, unlike contracts, however, a memorandum of understanding is
Her
not intended to
contract
be a
ain't had
legally binding
nothing to do with
agreement.
his contract.
As a
I don't
result,
understand.
parties can typically avoid the agreement with no legal
They need to take that up with their lawyers
However,
and they promo team.
that brings you to what Monique presented
The
you
hell?
with, which was a legal binding agreement. See, one of the key differences between a memorandum of understanding and a legal contract is enforceability. That means the key difference between a contract and a memorandum of understanding is enforceability. Contracts are created when two or more parties intend to create a legally enforceable agreement. Parties into contracts after an offer has been accepted with considerations. Parties to contracts are legally obligated to comply with the terms and conditions of the agreement. I'll repeat.
Hey.
I'll repeat. It says, parties to contracts are legally obligated to comply with the terms and conditions of the agreement. If a term or condition of a contract is breached, parties will face legal consequences. So, what does that mean? The documentation, hence the performance agreement that Monique provided you with, is a legally binding contract, which is the reason why, if you looked at the bottom of the contract, you saw initials on both sides, one from the promoter, one from our side. When he said this came from their company, it did, because the artist must have a standard contract she provides as a courtesy to the promoter, because they won't know what it is that they need in order to utilize her services for hire. We wanted to get that granular and specific because DL was comfortable speaking in generalities. And generalities allow things to be hidden, such as the truth.
You know how you keep watching our stories over and over and over again, and the only thing that changes are the faces because the stories remain the
Why are
same?
they feuding? Why they ain't feuding with the
Babies
ones who gave them the contract?
anything close to a contract, what are you feeding us, DL? You know that's a deal memo. You can put anything you want to put in the deal memo. That's what you would like. And D.L. Hughley has yet to still show his signed contract. And this is something else that I want to address to us. When I see the comedians having these conversations,
Losers.
it makes my
Slackers.
heart hurt for y'all, because it's making me understand how they are able to exploit, take advantage, use, misused. I understand how it's able to be done because when y'all start standing up and you're fighting against a sister that's saying you've got to treat us fairly. You're fighting against a sister that's saying, I earned that position as headliner. Didn't nobody give it to me? I earned that position. You got a sister that's saying, listen, I'm, as D.L. Hughley would say, oh, she just selfish and thinking about herself. Anybody that's selfish, D.L. Hughley, would not take a 13-year hit in their career. See, if I was selfish, I would have taken the $500,000 that Tyler Perry tried to offer.
To be quiet about it.
To be quiet and make it go away. If I was selfish, D.L. Hughley, I would have had the conversation privately. See, I know the moment I say it out loud, I know the ridicule is coming. I know I know it's coming full
Tyler
force.
Perry
But you know
offered more,
what?
she would
I
have
don't
took that
care.
and be
And when
quiet.
they say we don't like the way they do business, why is it they don't get specific about
The
what
business
it
we've done.
is that
Facts.
we've done? The problem that it's had with Monique, as with many Black women, y'all not supposed to stand up for yourself. You're not supposed to stand up for yourself. If Tyler Perry says anything they ask me to do is what I do and he's a billionaire, well, who are you to stand up for yourself? See, we know we crazy. We crazy because everything that we're communicating goes, it is counterintuitive if you're trying to get the bag.
You know what, Daddy, though? I'm sorry.
You know what, Daddy, though?
But if you're trying to get inner peace, because it's a lot of rich people out here, but they don't have inner peace. Everybody's mama, when they set out for Hollywood, say, don't forget us when you make it. I'm sorry, don't forget where you come from. That's what they say. Don't forget where you come from. Well, we come from a little place called Baltimore, Maryland.
Starting to get choppy
A little
again.
place called Baltimore,
It
Maryland.
is.
But it's
Yeah.
no different from Detroit. It's no different from Philly, DC, Compton, Arkansas, Little Rock,
not on
Arkansas.
this side.
It's no different from Nebraska. It's no different from New York. Where the real people live, they can relate to what it is that we're saying. They appreciate the specificity, the specifics, the granular discussion that we're having. We are not going to talk to you in generalities. You can't ask us, do we have anything up our sleeve because we came here wearing tank tops. Okay, we want to be transparent with you. I'm sitting next to a Black woman who you want to call selfish, but y'all forget when he brought up Lee Daniels. See, Lee Daniels has a support team that tapped into that man's conscience, that made him say, let me go up on stage and give this woman an apology. I want my friend back because I know. And if y'all listen to what he said afterwards, it's very important. He said, I got caught up essentially in the hoopla until I realized what was important. And it took an individual who had enough nuts, literally and figuratively, from the trans community named T.S. Madison,
Come on.
to have a real conversation with him. It took his family, his sisters, his people, Black women that circled him and said, do right, do what's right. And you know what? He was big enough as a man to do it. See, we don't fault anybody for making a mistake. The fault comes in when you know you made a mistake and you're not big enough to own what it is that you've done. And this Black woman right here, because y'all people have called her selfish, y'all wasn't there on the set when it was a white gentleman refusing to give Lee Daniels the light he was supposed to get. And he said, I'm not going to give Lee the light that he wants. And Monique pulled his card right there and brought Lee over and said, this man is messing with your life. Y'all wasn't there on the set of Almost Christmas when Will Packer was given direction over a Black man named David Talbot, who wrote and directed Almost Christmas. And she said, hey, don't disrespect this, what?
Black man.
By giving directions as a producer over the director. If you don't believe us, ask the question. See, y'all weren't there when Monique was on the Parkers, and she said to the individual, because this is what makes her a problem. I need y'all to know she can be difficult. This is what makes her a problem. The individuals that you call extras, she calls background professionals. She had a problem that they were sitting around all day and water and lemonade was what they were given. And she said, why won't y'all give them some of the hot food that we eat? Because we ordering out and y'all ain't even eating. See, that is a problem. But who is it a problem for? Is it a problem for the people who are sitting there?
It sound like all these niggas just trying to sell tickets.
Because they were there before.
We get there
Okay. And then
after.
Or is it a problem for the powers that be? And you got to ask yourself, who is she having these challenges with? Is it the powers that be, or is it the people in the support positions trying to uplift the show? And it's the powers that be. Now, if Tyler Perry, if Oprah Winfrey had the courage to do the same thing, Monique never would have been blackballed for 13 years because they would have said, we can't ask that sister to do anything for us for free when we don't have a contract for her to do anything with us.
Thank you, baby, because I want to address something.
Kick it.
And I want you black women to hear what this black man is saying. I gave Monique a chance. D.L. Hughley said he gave me a chance. Well, here will be the question. To do what? What did you give me a chance to do? You weren't the promoter. No monies came from you. Who are you that you would be giving me a chance? The arrogance that you could speak like that, that I gave her a chance to do what, DL? And then if you're going to tell it, please don't mislead people. DL and I were scheduled to do another show together. I want us to address it, and I want y'all to do your homework. If you remember the Super Bowl show that happened in LA, there was a time that D.L. Hughley was on that show. And then there was a time that he just wasn't.
But you were the what on that show?
Headliner. I was the headliner on that show. All these other times that he speaks about, it never came across our desk. So stop trying to pull the wool over the community's eyes. And what I would ask of the community, what I would beg of us, stop being so quick to jump on the bus, whichever way it goes down the street. Be brave enough to listen to what it really is, not your emotions, not what you, listen to the facts of what it is. Go back and listen to what I said. I feel sorry for your family. I feel sorry for your wife. Listen to what I said. Listen to what I said when that man said, would your husband, or that woman said, would your husband rather sleep with these people? Ricky Smiley, would you be offended if someone said that about your loved ones? How about you, Roland Martin? Would you be offended if someone asked you that about your wife? How about you, Kim Whitley?
And he was also speaking in reference to wanting to give Monique a chance, and his people have warned him against it, as if he had some sort of prophecy seeing into the future ability. Let's clarify why he felt that way.
Why did he feel that way?
See, there was a show that he was doing on TV One called the D.L. Hughley Show.
Yes.
They reached out to me to ask if Monique would come on the show. I informed them, per her statement to me, that she would not be coming.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got it, sweetness? Okay.
They then came back and asked, why? I said to Monique, would you like me to tell her? She said, please do. I expressed to them, Monique did not feel comfortable going on the show with an individual or supporting a man that she thought was a friend that would blindside her with the question that was ultimately putting our people down.
Smash that like button,
at
family.
that moment that DL knew there was a problem between Monique. But
Appreciate you.
if you notice, he never made mention about that.
Why
Hit the
not?
cash app, brothers and
We
sisters.
get
Hit
into
the
the
PayPal.
specifics
Dr. Umar.
because we don't have anything to hide.
I'm sorry, Daddy. The way D.L. Hughley is playing it is if I just came from out of left field and just jumped on this man. No, 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 D.L. See, what you can't erase are the interviews. You can't erase your words. Those are your words. You can't erase calling me mentally ill. You can't erase calling me all of these slick things, brother. That's what you said.
Slick things,
And
brother.
now you tender. Now you trying to trick our community. So when you're talking about I turn
What happened?
people against you, no, DL, you do a fine, mighty job of that yourself. And what happens is when you get your own medicine, now we sit here. And I want to
The
address something else,
establishment
Daddy.
love watching niggas argue with each
When
other
I
while they
listen to
sit back
people
and
like
just
D.L.
laugh.
Hughley,
They love it.
and it says, and calling him daddy, that's so weird. And I listen to the people like the Breakfast Club. This daddy thing, that's so weird. And I listen to some other people.
You talking about
Isn't it
Charlotte Gay?
weird
Maine.
that they got us thinking love is weird to each other?
In addition to, they failed to mention that I referred to her
As
mama.
mama. So we have bought into people having enough reverence and honor and respect to call each other mama and daddy, and they've made our community believe that that is weird. Really? So again, when I say I feel sorry for your family, I stand on what I said.
I feel sorry for your
Because
mother.
anytime you're pouring into the community to show your spouse
Say about my mama.
how much reverence you have for them, how much love, honor, and y'all have brought into it is weird.
I don't have any
And I want
trouble.
to
Just
address
get
it because I
out.
see some people writing down, oh, that go her husband again. That go, yes, there he goes again. God damn it. There he goes. Here he will stay. And because it looks so unfamiliar
Right.
to see a black man standing with his black wife, because it looks so unfamiliar to us, some of us sweet babies,
She said
we
y'all
try
just
to pull
some
it
freaks.
apart.
That's funny.
But when you get pulled up by Miss Sherilyn in the Whole Foods and she grabbed you by your arm and she pulled up her girlfriend who easily was in her early 70s, and they say, we proud of how you stay by that black woman. We proud of what y'all doing. We can take all the ridicule, all the insults from anyone. What we trying to imply and confirm for individuals that are together, utilize your mate, because the system,
We all messy, my
the
sweet
world
baby.
is
I
designed.
hope a lot of y'all show up for when we speak
Out
these
of
truth
the
video, when we
individuals
come
that
on
we
the internet,
see
when we
talking
come online
about
with
the
the
poor
truth.
treatment that
I hope
women
2.2K
get in this
people show up for
industry,
that.
how come you never see
Y'all
that
showing up for the
management
mess.
system?
How come?
And
We
the
all
reason
messy, my
is,
sweet
it is
baby.
not in the best interest of
We sweet
management to
babies.
speak
That's
to
why
the
we messy.
bias that is attached to their black artists. And the
We all should
reason is,
have bibs on.
they are beholden to the studio. Because as Monique was told by a former manager of a larger agency, and I witnessed it, he said,
Go get your
it
bibs,
is
my
in
sweet
our
babies,
best
because we
interest
all
to
messy.
be on the side of the studios. Why? Because artists come and go, but the studios still stay.
He said, don't
And
chastise
when
your
y'all
viewers.
are saying Monique called DL, I
ain't
have no
chastising.
reason to call DL Hughley. If DL Hughley would like to talk to me and my husband, there's an open invitation. We would love to come on the show. But see, I didn't open up the door to this. D.L. Hughley opened up the door. Now you want to run and hide and close it, and now you want to talk and act as if you have been victimized. That's where the shame should come in. That's where the shame and the embarrassment should come in. See, there's no interviews y'all can find of me speaking about D.L. Hughley. There's not one interview in the history of interviews that you will find me speaking ill about D.L. Hughley. Not one, but there are several out there of him speaking of me.
And others.
And you're right, Daddy, because it ain't personal. And others. You run your mouth. And now I would like to address the dog and your dad because I always want to make sure I'm playing folks fairly. See, really read what was written in reference to you having a support dog. Really read it, my sweet babies. Don't let a person like D.L. Hughley cloud your head on what he wants you to know. The words are there. The words are a person that would need a support dog is a person that should never speak ill about anybody because they have their own concerns and issues that they're dealing with. Now, when you speak about your children and your family gave you that dog because you were really close with your dad and the love that y'all have, and you want to keep him with you all the time, I respect that.
Hold
And I
on.
hope that your
So
dad
we the
told
sweet
you,
babies.
son, don't
He's the
mess with people
daddy,
that's not messing with
and she's
you
the
because you're
mama.
going to get your ass handed to
The
you.
hell they all? What they are?
I hope
Parents
your
or some
dad
shit?
shared that with you.
The
So as you're walking the dog full of
hell going
love
on over
in
here?
reference to your dad that is respected, I
The
hope
hell
you
going
take the
on with these
principles
niggas?
and the morals and the values that Mr. Hughley fed into you to say, hey, brother, treat people like you want to
God
be treated.
damn.
Now, you treated Monique like you wanted to be treated. You talk shit to that baby for years, and then Saturday night, you got tender. How does that make sense for all the comedians that's watching? What are we teaching them, DL? Are we teaching them it's okay to act that way? For the older veteran comedians that got involved into this conversation right here and y'all started speaking foolishly, what are we telling the babies coming behind us? See, that's important to me. I know for some of y'all, it ain't important to y'all. You got yours, they got theirs to get. It's important to me what they see. It's important to me that they did see that contract. I'm
Get the
glad you
cash app,
showed that
brothers and sisters.
contract.
Hit the
Sweet
PayPal.
babies, if
It's
you are
Dr.
your own
Umar.
business, you should have your own contract. I don't know what kind of business DL does, that he would have a deal memo and say that
Let's
that is
get
a
this school
contract.
up and running.
And you now know, for those who didn't know before and those who heard, the difference between a deal memo
Somebody
and a
said they gonna be
legal
out.
binding
You'll be
agreement.
back.
That deal memo is
You'll be
not
back,
enforceable. So why would he give you a deal memo that
Mister.
is not enforceable in the court of law? Look it up for yourself. Versus showing you a contract, a standard contract that has been written up by our attorney. And please understand, in your 32-year history of being a stand-up comedian, how many times has this happened?
This is the first time.
And we understand the promoter needed to grow a pair and
I'm
tell
waiting to see if DL
DL
gonna
what
hop
the
on.
situation was because he got on the phone with our attorney
Yeah,
and
he need to
I
hop
and said
on
he
her live
couldn't
stream.
understand why DL's people were acting the way
Let's get
that
this
they
school
were
up and running,
acting
brothers and sisters. Hit
when
the
we
cash
Hit the
app.
don't have a
PayPal.
contract. I made a verbal commitment to him, but we don't have a written contract. Okay. Now, I don't know about you in 2022 because we don't have horses tied up to a stick outside for them waiting for us, where a handshake and your word supposed to mean something. The man said, I didn't have a contract. Now, he could have been lying, but DL provided you with a memorandum of understanding. A memo is what it said. You read it. So when you get a chance to see it, compare it, listen. Don't be afraid to go with what's right because they will get you based upon who's popular. Don't do that to yourself. You're doing yourself a disservice.
And I want to address it, Daddy.
Kid.
For those of you who had questions about my professionalism on that stage, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it for a long time.
It's
So
night
for
and day
those of you who
network,
have
not day and night
questions
network,
about
Shanda.
how I handle my stage performance, listen, that's my stage performance, and I'm unapologetic
Gotta
about
get it
it.
right, buddy. Gotta
I'm
get it right.
unapologetic about that stage that I go on.
Vivica who?
Vivica A. Fox. I'm unapologetic about what I do on that stage. What you are not is a stand-up comedian.
Oh, she taking
by
shots
far.
at Vivica Fox.
So for you to have any questions about it, ask somebody that can really educate
Yeah,
you
stop
on what
instigating.
that stage is, not someone that want to host
This shit
and take female
entertainment.
comedians around and get paid off of their
Entertainment
craft.
for these rich niggas. This
See, I don't mess
entertainment.
with anybody, y'all.
And a lot of individuals
She's
that
going
have
at
had
Vivica
a lot to
Fox,
say have been individuals that
aka
have confided in
surgical
Monique.
disaster face.
They were friends.
Through the years,
Choppy.
Like sister.
it's like Sister
Thanks for the
Vivica,
super chat,
like
brothers.
Sister Kim Whitley, like through the years, y'all. So
Brother
it is
Styles
important for me
Washington.
to say this. It is important for me to talk to the little
Said, "What's the
girls
cash
who
at?"
is not here yet. It is important for me to talk to the babies who's in the 7th grade and 8th grade and 9th grade and they thinking about getting in this business. It is important for me to let y'all know what to look out for. I'm obligated to do that. And I'm going to tell you why. When y'all gave me the title of auntie, I didn't ask for it. I didn't sign up for it. I didn't campaign for it. I didn't write a letter. That's what you babies begin to call me. And I took it as an obligation
And an honor.
and an honor for a community to now look at me as a 54-year-old woman and call me auntie. So my job is, and I'm obligated to say, this is what you must look out for. This is what you must watch out for, because people that you welcome into your home, the sister, making sure that can y'all still hear us?
Yeah, you choppy though,
Make
Monique.
sure.
You gotta get your thing right. You know what I mean?
If you can still hear us, say yes. Yes.
You
What
turn
I
it
am
around in
not
the middle.
is the
Oh,
sister
come on.
that
She
you
turned
can
it around.
poke, that you can say what you want to say, that you can make fun of and you can joke, because what I am is a comedian. What I am is a comedian.
Should have been turned that
That's what
joint
y'all
around,
forget.
man.
And see, Vivica, when you questioned and you said you side out of the audience about them saying they were clapping for me and how could she do that? Were you listening to the audience in front of me? They were entertained, sister. They were laughing. Some were standing. Some were hollering. They were enjoying themselves. So I hope now you don't take what I'm saying to you personal, because I don't take it personal. I just want to address it so that maybe y'all will think twice before y'all start speaking on people's lives and their decisions, because you have your own issues.
And we have to stop being comfortable with hearing the tea spilled on someone else. But now you are
Vivica
uncomfortable
Fox definitely a hater.
with a black woman sharing her own personal
She
experience.
need to get her a husband.
She ain't
man.
dropping dimes. She ain't spilling the tea on nobody else. She's not spreading a rumor on somebody. That we're comfortable with that. She's telling to you, and she's speaking to you in reference to how do we avoid the pitfalls that's out there designed to catch us up.
How? So June 18th, I'm going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Come on.
At the Duke Energy Center. And will I have some shit to say? Yes, but I keep the stage. I keep this. When we talk to our community, it's in nothing but love. And I love us for real. Despite what y'all want to think, I even love the ones even more who don't get it. I love the black women even more who tell me to shut up and sit down because I know I got to fight for your babies. Because you damn sure not.
Dang.
You damn sure not. So for every person out there, every black woman out there, I'm speaking to us. Every woman out there, be unflinching in your position. Be unwavering in your position, and don't let a damn soul bully you. I don't care who
Smash
it is.
that like button,
Let them know when they run into you, they running
Hit the
into a
cash
wall.
at.
So D.L. Hughley, you ran into a wall, brother. You ran into somebody that said, I ain't taking that land down.
A wall, brother.
And when you run into an individual, because people don't understand
What the hell he talking
why
about when
Monique
you
is
run
the
into
way
an
that she
individual?
is. See, when you run into an individual, because you wanted to tell your story in reference to your history and things of that nature, and that's fair. You're looking at a woman that was molested at 7 by her brother, her older brother. Okay, 15, 16 years old.
Somebody said she about to
Then
mess a
that
BMF
brother
roll
walks her
up.
down the street and lets 2 other of his friends do the same thing to her. When she gets old enough and understands the level of violation that she experienced without her mother and father coming to her aid, she realized, I gotta sometimes do this myself. I gotta fight. I'm not gonna let nobody else take nothing else from me. The only difference now is, Daddy,
Hey, Macaroni, if you don't
and
like it,
Mama,
change your station.
we're gonna stand together in this and let folks
I
know
know.
that's what you're
Fuck
supposed
off.
to do. They got us fooled and believing what we doing is odd, is wrong. No, we supposed to stand together and uplift our community. And black men out there who out here attacking these black women for taking a position, that's a sign of weakness. That's a sign of weakness. And I want to shout out the good brothers like David Banner.
Come on. Come on.
I want to shout out the good brothers like our main man from Full Force, Bow-Legged Lou,
Come on.
who always shout us out.
Come on.
Okay, they supportive and say, stand strong.
Come on.
Maurice Duncan, that y'all don't know him, but that's my man. He's a PR cat. They get some of the baddest cats on there.
We can't forget
Curry, my
Mr.
brother.
Nashville.
He ain't a
Can't
cornball.
forget brother Larry Nashville.
Cannot. And I want to shout out a sister. Couple of them. One sister's name is Corey B.
Come on.
And
now.
that sister goes on the road with me. And when that sister told me after it was said and done, not when it was happening in the moment, when I found out people were putting her off of shows because of her relationship with me, and she looked at me and said, if you rockin', I'm rolling, bitch. I don't care about them people putting me off them shows. See that sister right there? She one of the baddest in the game. But there's another sister in this game that is a legend, that is a vet, that is so brilliant in what she does. And that sister's been calling me the whole way through. And her name is Roseanne Barr.
Come on.
The one we tried to throw away.
Roseanne.
See, I can't name the other black female comedians that say, hey, sis, I'm just calling to check on you. Just want to make sure you're good, because the fight is for y'all, God damn it.
Because if she's sitting here with some of the most prestigious awards, she's sitting here as the only comedian in the history. And some people will say Whoopi Goldberg. No, she's the most brilliant comedic actress in history in terms of what she's done. She's a monologuist. But in terms of a stand-up comedian, Monique is the only female stand-up comedian in the history that is of color to have ever won an Academy Award. And you can tell me about the white one that's won it. A 22-year running sitcom, the first black woman in the history of the game to have a sitcom go 5 years, 100 episodes. But y'all didn't know that, and they don't want to talk about that, and they want to keep it quiet, because if you don't speak about what it is that what you've done, then it's like you've done nothing.
And DL, let me address you on this, brother. When you say it's what you're doing right now, see, you've made people believe I've stopped being a stand-up comedian. I've never stopped being a stand-up comedian, baby. I've been out there on that road doing my thing the whole time. So stop trying to put a false narrative out there. That's Steve Harvey's big word. Stop trying to put a false narrative out there that, oh, I just disappeared. No, brother, Hollywood doesn't stop the show. You know that, DL. You've been in those comedy clubs. As a matter of fact, there were times you was leaving and I was coming. We didn't stop doing what we do. So why ever would you try to feed that into the community?
And I also want to thank Brother 50.
Come on.
Curtis Jackson.
Come on.
You didn't have to say what you said.
Come on.
But you did. Appreciate you. One black man to another.
I want to talk right to our baby. From one black woman to that beautiful, pure-hearted black man. And let me be clear. I'm saying Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is of pure heart. So when y'all get to talking about, oh, 50, you next, oh, That's a man. That's a king. He's of pure heart, baby, and he's principled. See, we have conversations offline and people got to saying, she ain't thanked 50 and she ain't said nothing to 50. We don't have to have our relationship online. And that brother ain't said nothing. When people tried to turn that thing into something ugly that it was not. So again, for you, brother, Curtis,
We love you.
we love you, baby. And there are those out there that we don't know your names. We want you to know we love you. We want you to know for the ones that's been down with us, been rocking with us, been buying the tickets, we love y'all and thank you, my babies. So we appreciate y'all joining us on this live. DL, an open invitation.
And I want to share one thing with you.
Share it, baby.
Leave you with this. Something I heard, this ain't from me. It says the individual has always had to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try, you will be lonely often and sometimes afraid.
Peace, love, angel. See you.
But there's no price too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself.
We love y'all, my sweet babies.
Love you,
For
sweet
free.
babies.
I love you.
2.4K people here. Y'all smashed them like shit. I hope y'all show up when we start speaking about them high ass gas prices and the empty foods on the shelf. I hope y'all show up for that one. You know what I mean? Because we be going in on some real stuff on this channel.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta tune into the lives when we be going in on the Illuminatis, the celebrities. We going in everybody, man. But y'all don't show
Hell
up
yeah.
for that, man. Y'all gotta show up for the real stuff we be talking about, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We be spitting them facts over here. For y'all that been on this live that know what we be talking about on these lives, borderline getting our channel deleted just to bring y'all some real talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta show up for that. There's over 2.4 some people. Show up for the realness. So make sure y'all hit them notification bells, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and stay tuned to what we really be talking about. Because this shit
Exactly.
right here, what Monique doing, that shit is entertainment value. This
Shit,
shit
they
with
selling
Monique,
tickets.
this shit with Monique and
They selling
DL
tickets.
Hughley is entertainment value. This shit don't mean nothing to us. This shit don't really matter to what the real shit we be talking about on this live.
When
You know what I'm
gas
saying?
hit, when gas hit $10, $15 a gallon, y'all niggas gonna wish y'all heard this information.
Yes,
We
exactly.
telling y'all niggas to go
We
buy
tell
seeds
niggas to
and shit.
stock up seeds. We tell niggas to stock up food. We tell niggas to stock up water and gas. We tell you niggas to go find springs near your local areas to stock up on
Exactly.
water because the collapse of this country is happening real soon. You
Yep.
niggas gonna be still looking for this bullshit ass entertainment when niggas is starving.
And when niggas in the inner cities is gonna get it the worst because they ain't gonna bring nothing, no goods into the inner city.
Niggas gonna be shooting at each
None.
other to get that food. It's bad. You think the city is shooting people up now? Niggas gonna be shooting the hell out of niggas to get food. Robbing
And
niggas
the
to get money. It's gonna be crazy in the inner city.
and the elite's gonna be using it as entertainment because they gonna see it all being done on all them goddamn cameras out there, them
What we
Ring
say?
doorbells,
What we say? It's like
all
the
that.
purge. What we say is like
It's
what's
like the Purge.
like the purge? What's the
The
other
movie The
movie that
Purge.
just came out? The one that came out with the Asians. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about?
Squid Game.
The Squid Game.
Game.
While you niggas is shooting each other in the street with cameras and these niggas gonna be betting on the back end. They gonna be up
Yep.
sitting in them offices with those cameras on, tapped into those cameras, watching the niggas go crazy in the streets, and they gonna be fucking betting on shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think it's a game out here. Y'all keep thinking this shit is a game out here, my nigga. We gonna keep telling you niggas that real shit. Fuck all this Monique and shit. All right, that shit just to draw you niggas in. Now let's get to the real meat and potatoes. Let's talk about this real shit. I posted a picture earlier. All over the world, shelves is empty. Markets on the shelves the shit on the shelves is empty.
Yep.
The UN just had a meeting. The UN just had a meeting talking about the food shortages. That's to come.
look at the ignorance. Look at the ignorance. Nigga talking about something we selling fair. When gas prices are realistically going up to goddamn $10.
I don't
Look,
care
when the
what.
gas go
Yo,
up,
I don't care
look,
what this
listen,
nigga talk
listen,
about in the comments.
listen. When the gas go up, that means the food prices and everything gonna go up. Because you know
I
what's
don't.
gonna happen? It's gonna take more money to transport goods back and forth. So the shit's gonna go. It's gonna go sky high. This
Humble.
ain't
Who
no
that
selling
says?
fair. This telling niggas.
Humbles.
This telling y'all
Humbles 10.
what's about to happen.
Humbleness woman. I don't give a goddamn what you talk about in that comment. Because we see them gas prices rising, we see them shelves empty. I don't give a goddamn what you talk about. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you talk about.
Oh, they think it's a game until it's
and if you
not.
want
It
to,
is. Shit,
if
it's
you
a
want to
goddamn
address it,
Squid Game.
if you want to address it, we'll put the link in the comment and let you come up on the panel. If you think what we talking about is bullshit, come up on the panel and explain it.
How niggas is
Dispute
selling?
it.
How we selling
Dispute it.
fair? How we selling
Dispute it.
fair though? They said we
Talking about
selling
the
fair.
U.S. is self-sufficient. Not with them goddamn elites in the way. Ain't no goddamn self-sufficient with them. They'll send niggas in black suit to kick down your goddamn door if you trying to store some shit up, if you trying to do some shit on your own.
How are we self-sufficient when we depend on them to wipe our asses?
Niggas couldn't even buy toilet paper when the pandemic happened.
Exactly. Niggas couldn't even get toilet paper. Niggas is panicking over the baby formula. Niggas is panicking over the baby formula. How are we self-sufficient?
I don't even want to address nobody else about that shit. You know what I'm saying? About if you know what I'm saying, if you don't see what's going on, I don't even care what you're saying at this point. You could find out, you could go ahead and go through it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
We telling the truth about sweet babies.
Because niggas ain't doing research. They got so niggas wrapped up in 9 to 5, they ain't got time to do research. It take brothers like us to come online and tell you the shit because we do the research. While they got you wrapped up in the 9 to 5 job, working 16 hours a day,
and your money's
overtime, and your money's the value, and the gas prices is going
up. That's what's happening.
We the niggas is telling you solutions with how to fight.
Listen, y'all gotta look at it from this perspective. It ain't that prices are going up. It's that your money is devaluing. So the more so when they be like, oh yeah, we're gonna raise your salary. If they raise everybody's salary to $25 an hour, that's going to devalue the money even more. And what's going to happen is you're going to go out there one day, your ass going to go into the grocery stores. If there's anything left, you're going to go reach for a loaf of bread, and a loaf of bread going to be $50 for a loaf of bread.
See, they thought we was just some blogging ass celebrity.
Nah, we do the research. Nah, we understand the economy.
This channel,
we understand how the economy works.
Gossip shit is a front for the shit we really talk about. This shit ain't no gossip. You ain't gonna hear no other niggas talking about this shit. The niggas that talk about that celebrity shit all day, they ain't gonna talk about none of the shit we talking about. And y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. If your ass ain't got no seeds stocked up, if you ain't got no water stocked up, if you ain't got no canned food stocked up, if you ain't got shit stocked up, prepared for this collapse that's about to happen, then go ahead and go over to another channel and listen to how celebrities sleeping around with each other and all that shit. Go ahead and go.
That's a distraction, y'all.
Go over to them niggas channel then.
Y'all being distracted with that celebrity shit while your money is devaluing in your bank account. Matter of fact, your bank accounts ain't even your account. The banks they can freeze that shit at any moment. Like we told y'all before, look what they did to Wendy Williams. They froze all her accounts on some bullshit. Like they didn't even have no real reason to freeze her accounts. They was able to do it.
And then all the celebrity shit we talk about ties into what we talk about anyway, because we know the truth behind the truth, and we know the shit that they trying to do for these narratives. You know what I'm saying? Soldier Boy walked in the bank, tried to get 100,000 out. They said we only got $30,000 of your money.
Exactly.
He got millions in that goddamn bank, and they only gave him 30,000. So yeah, so what we saying is fake. Yeah, we selling.
Nah,
fair.
we ain't selling fair.
Yeah,
look around you.
Yeah.
Look around you. It's happening. It ain't that we selling fair. It's happening. It's happening, y'all. Yeah, it's happening. It's actually happening
I
in real
suggest
time.
I suggest if you want to stock up, I suggest you get 3 years worth of food stocked up.
At least.
At
And
least
had them seeds right,
at
had them
least at
seeds in the
least two or
ground.
three at least 2 to 3 years of food stocked up with seeds. What with seeds that you can plant. Y'all go look at the UN meeting that they just had. If I'm lying, I'm flying. They UN just is on YouTube. UN just had a meet. See, y'all don't pay attention to that shit because the celebrity shit you pay more attention to. So the UN making plans and shit behind niggas' backs while they keeping us distracted with this Monique and DL Hughley shit. Nigga, go look it up. It's on YouTube. UN food meeting. Food shortage meeting.
And nobody ain't gotta be scared about it. Just prepare.
Ain't no
It
scared.
ain't about being scared.
Scared.
That's why niggas ain't selling fair. We just giving y'all the information.
It's fair.
Nobody ain't gonna care until it's time to really care. When you actually go and you actually ain't got no food left in your cabinet, and you can't get from point A to point B because gas is gonna shoot up to damn near 30,
It's sad.
40
It's
bucks.
sad. It's sad when people care more about what Monique and DL going through than their own goddamn household. You pay attention to this shit and your kids be somewhere running racket in the street some goddamn where or somewhere in the other room watching some shit on the internet, he ain't on the phone, he ain't got no business watching. While you paying more attention to some goddamn DL Hughley and freaking Monique. You know what I'm saying? I don't give it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they want that celebrity shit, so we still gonna give them that. We give them both. We gonna just mix the truth in with the BS, the mess, the smoke screen. We give them both, man. But once everything hit the fan, don't say he wasn't warned. Shit, they're gonna be looking for this type of content once everything hit the fan, and by then it might be too damn late. Might be too late.
Thanks for the membership, Christina D. Strong.
Somebody here saying clickbait. That's because they didn't watch. They just getting in here and didn't realize that Monique already went live and she already went off. Now we telling y'all the truth.
Yeah,
they don't want to hear that. Now it's clickbait.
Nah, they probably just came in late.
Yeah,
it probably came in late. They probably ain't know. We already played the Monique live earlier. Sometimes we gotta take opportunity to use this to talk about stuff that we want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes. I mean, you gotta mix the medicine in with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta mix the medicine in with the bullshit. Cause we know 70-80% of the people like the bullshit, but you got 30% of the people that want to hear the real shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta mix the medicine in with the bullshit so people can get, you know what I'm saying, the subliminal messages too.
and sometimes the gossip tie into the real shit.
Yeah, the gossip. Yeah.
Sometimes it does. Yeah. Sometimes it does. It be little subliminal messages and everything mixed in and all that.
That's true.
We try and bring that to the forefront.
That's true.
We feel like that's our purpose. Our purpose is to bring the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and of course, we mix it in with the BS. Of course, you got to.
That's for the entertainment value. For the entertainment value.
I don't know if y'all noticing that rent and mortgage is going up like crazy too. And y'all starting to notice how the real estate is playing out. All the new structures that they build and all these apartment complexes and all that ain't nothing but slavery right there. I'm trying to tell you right now. The architect is built for slavery, built for monitoring. Soon they gonna be handing out free Alexas, and free series, and that's nothing but information gathering. You gonna have Ring doorbells on all of your doors.
They already
They
did the
turning this place
free cell
they
phone.
turning this place into a prison, y'all.
They already gave out the free
All this
cell
land
phone.
out here, and they creating they bunching us all up in apartment complexes, which actually resembles the project. You gotta understand, the apartment complexes literally resemble the project. The projects was an experiment, so they can build the type of society they're building now. Us black folks were the test subjects. That's why they called them projects. They were science projects. So
Mm-hmm.
you notice the architect is starting to look like the project. You know what I'm saying? So
Which resemble
and
chicken coops.
which resemble chicken coops. If you see how chicken coops are stacked up, the project buildings are stacked up the same way. See, they able to monitor, keep us all in one certain area to monitor us, and everything is going to be linked up to the blockchain in the crypto.
Mm-hmm.
All your information, your financial information, your health information, all your biometrics like your eye scans, your fingerprint, and everybody's gonna have a global ID number. That's why they hooking up to the United Nations. They trying to combine all of the countries together. But hey, this is actually public document. If you
Mm-hmm.
go on the UN website, they tell you this information. It's not even hidden. It's not hidden because most people are too lazy to even do the research. And plus, most people don't even know what's going on around them. All they care about is what celebrity slept with who. So hey, you know what? We're going into full-fledged digital prison, and because Negroes is ignorant, we deserve exactly what we getting because niggas is too lazy to do the research
Or not just do the research, but get the research and take
and act on
action.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and take action. Yeah.
It's not about going out there and marching in them damn streets, because that ain't
This was
gonna
the
get
old.
that ain't gonna lead you nowhere.
This what the Old Testament was about. All the prophets was out there trying to warn the people about the wickedness that's going on,
And
how
what
they
they
about to
do,
go into slavery.
and what they do, kill them. They
Yeah,
kill
they
every
killed
last
them and
prophet
they
of
and
them.
they locked them up. Yeah, they
Lock
killed
them
them
up
and
and kill
locked them.
every
Yup,
prophet
nailed them up.
that was
Yup.
trying to warn them.
The people always run towards the people who's enslaving them and run away from the people
They
trying
pick
to uplift them and free them.
what they do. They
It,
pick the
it's a
thieves
continued pattern.
and they pick the thieves over Jesus. They said let the thieves go and keep Jesus up there on the cross.
Exactly.
That's the peep that metaphor.
Nah, they let the murderer go and they put Jesus up there.
Yeah, they let the murderer go.
Yeah. And we do this continuously throughout history. Continuous.
Mm-hmm. That's what that. I mean, that's just what's gonna happen. I mean, ain't nothing nobody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing nobody could do to save you. You gotta save yourself. Ain't no church. A church ain't gonna save you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta save yourself, man.
And the thing is, nothing wrong with the technology in itself. Is the way it's being used, and that's with anything. That's with anything. Fire could be used to keep you warm, and it could be used as a weapon. That's with anything. But when you let wicked individuals and irresponsible individuals basically take control of that, you're gonna get what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get what you're gonna get. I mean, this is a test, man. And we've been getting tested with the same stuff throughout the years, centuries upon century, and collectively we all been failing.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think about how do we let it get to this? How do we let it get to this point? How do we let it get this bad?
I think they kept us in our ignorance. We stayed in our ignorance. We stayed asleep. We stayed dormant while wickedness took over.
We can't
They
blame
basically
no one but
they basically
ourselves.
they basically played with us in our sleeps. That's basically what they did. They played with us in our sleep.
And a lot of these celebrities, they just agents, man. A lot of them are ignorant to it, especially cats like DL.
Yeah,
That dude,
DL. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he ain't even a comedian anymore. That brother is just a straight up fake political actor. That's for the establishment. That's for the agenda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All
DL
his content
bought
ain't
and
even
paid for it.
comedy no more.
Nah, he bought and paid for
Hell yeah, he bought and paid for it. I mean, you can tell Monique is sincere to a certain extent. She's still about her bread, as she should be.
it. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As she should be. But DL, that brother's the agent, 100%.
DL 100% an agent.
There's no way around it. Hell yeah, 100%.
Niggas like Steve Harvey.
100%. I mean, you have every once in a while, nigga try, you know, they come to their senses every once in a while, but then they get
And
put
try to
right
say
back in
something real.
place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look what happened to Steve. Steve had Monique on that show, and
He
we
lost
black
that
out
show.
here. We black out here. Remember all that? All the
Yeah.
other shit he was whispering to her? Is Monique was like, the white man heard you. You know, they heard you, and then they started messing with Steve
No,
for a little bit.
they canceled the show. Remember the
Yeah,
show
they
got
started
done.
they started messing with him for a little bit. Yep. Yeah, they did the same thing to Dave Chappelle. Yep. They did the same thing to Dave Chappelle when he spoke out about the dresses and all that. He said brothers on crack. He ran to Africa to smoke crack. Like, and he was like, who goes to Africa to smoke crack? You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes to Africa to smoke crack. If you want to smoke crack, you will stay in America to smoke crack.
Yeah, ain't no crack.
America got the best crack.
America got the best crack. They
I
say
mean,
he went all the way to Africa. Maybe he's getting crack over there shipped to him. Who knows? Maybe he has some crack cookers over there.
I mean,
Trust me, if you want to get some good crack, it don't no matter where you at in the world, you're gonna get some good crack if you want crack.
it's crazy out here, man. I don't even know how anybody can hate on this type of content. We informing y'all about the real stuff that's going on. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we talk about celebrities because celebrities do tie into it, and that's what majority want to hear. They want to hear about their beloved celebrities. I mean, you can see how they sort of look at everybody. Like, look how Monique looking at everybody, talking about calling everybody her sweet baby, calling her husband daddy, and she's saying she the mama. What type of psyop is that, man? Like we kids out here. And that's how the establishment look at it. The establishment look at us like we kids. You know what I mean? Like we babies out here. You know what I'm saying? Because we not moving, you know what I mean, like responsible adults out here. We not. That's how the establishment do so much wicked stuff just to see what they can get away with.
Yeah,
and they get away with it because, let's just face it, niggas be dumb out here.
They had niggas lined up 100 deep for them chicken sandwiches.
For a damn Popeye chicken. Yeah, that really
deep.
irked me.
Niggas was 100 deep. Niggas was 1,000 deep around the corner for the chicken sandwich, John, man.
That's crazy to me.
If that wasn't a psyops, that was psyops 101. Yeah, let's see how we can get these niggas to line up for these chickens. If we could get them to line up for these chicken sandwiches, we pretty much could manipulate them to do anything. They had niggas around. They had niggas doing stabbings and shooting for those chicken sandwiches, man.
That goes to show you, man, what type of time we on. Like
niggas like kids on the
really
playground.
Brain dead out here, man. Baby brain.
They got niggas like kids on the playground out here. Hey.
Like baby brains out here, man. Just running around believing everything the establishment tell them, man. Believing everything a celebrity tell them. This is crazy.
I think they really got off on us when they start allowing these celebrities to come on these social media platforms where people could actually interact with them one on. You know what I'm saying? Because before the internet, you had to catch a celebrity out in the streets. You know what I mean? You weren't just seeing no celebrity. You have easy access to a celebrity. You had to see them when you was out and about.
Look at somebody
Now,
telling some y'all believe in everything YouTube telling y'all.
oh, now, like I said, let me keep. Like I said, now the celebrity you could have a celebrity in your pocket. Pull them niggas up on your phone. Go in their comment section. Go in their DMs if you want. These niggas became the new black leaders. Malcolm X called these niggas clowns. When you start putting all your faith in some entertainers and looking at them like they the new black leaders, them niggas is clowns, man. Them niggas ain't no leaders. Jay-Z, Oprah, all these other
Look, we got an agent in here.
These niggas ain't no
We
black
got an
leaders.
agent in here. We got an agent in here.
What they say?
JR, tell them some y'all get y'all conspiracy from YouTube channel.
Well,
right.
We could.
Nah, actually, this is UN document. It's actually from the United Nations document because they actually literally put all this stuff, make all this public.
Nah, that
publicly
that person
known because
for the person that said that, you could go look it up yourself and see if we lying. Pull it up.
And plus, what are we talking about that's not happening? Look around you. The shelves are empty and the gas prices are going up. We got that from YouTube? How do we get that from YouTube? Go out to your pump, to your nearest gas station and look at the price. And then look up at what gas was. Look up what gas was just 10 years ago and look up what the gas is now. How is that? How do we get that information from YouTube?
And I could easily just start blocking y'all, but I don't even.
And then it's common sense if the price of gas go up, that the food prices are going to go up.
I could easily start blocking the.
Like that's you don't have to go to YouTube to even see that, and you don't have to go to YouTube to see that the money is devalued.
Mm-hmm.
Look when you put your money. Look when you put your money into the savings account. They able to basically invest your money and lend your money out, and you get less than 1% off of that.
I bet you if I put the link in the script in the comments, I bet you that the person that's trolling ain't gonna come up on his platform and debate none of this.
We ain't
blocking nobody.
Nah, we ain't gonna block the haters.
We ain't blocking nobody.
Haters or the ignorant or the agent. You have to be an agent at this point if you disagree with what we saying, or you trying to basically side rail what we doing, saying that we getting our information from YouTube. What are you talking? We are on YouTube right now, and we actually the ones that's giving the information.
But why
what are you talking about?
But why are we not allowed to be on YouTube to voice our opinion? I mean, to voice our our views though. I thought this was an outlet to do that.
Because if it's not paid for by a major corporation, CNN. It's not believable.
Oh, if it ain't CNN, Fox News saying it. Oh, controlled media, controlled by the establishment media.
Excuse me, sir, but you're not. Excuse me, sir, but you're not using common sense because you were using common sense. You wouldn't be saying that we getting our information from YouTube when we talking about the gas prices rising and the money devalued. That's right in front of our faces, sir. So yeah. But exactly.
Right. CNN. We gotta be CNN, Fox News.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah, we gotta be Fox News and CNN. Who continuously lie to us all the time. But whatever.
Well, you know they control. They ain't gonna they ain't gonna let nobody on that TV talk about the type of shit we talking about right now. They ain't gonna tell you nothing about these celebrity pedophiles. They ain't gonna tell you nothing about these celebrity sex traffickers. They ain't gonna tell you nothing about that. They ain't gonna tell you nothing about that.
Plus, the only way to get the real information is compile the information and discern as you read through the information. You can get the information from everywhere, anywhere. You just got to know how to piece it together and see how it fits into reality and discern the information. Mm-hmm. Most people are too lazy to do that.
Mm-hmm.
People rather argue with us about our information.
I don't think they argue with us. I just think they
majority that hear us know that what we saying is the truth.
Nah, people that just troll. Some people just troll. Some people like attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I understand that. I understand that part of it.
That's because they not on their own purpose. You know what I'm saying?
if you ain't on your go ahead, break it down. What'd you
If
say?
you ain't on your own purpose, then you're gonna troll and hate because you ain't got nothing else better to do. But when you're on your purpose, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna have time to do that.
Mm.
You're not
So,
gonna have time to troll and
so,
hate. Because some people create profiles and stuff just to go on to people's
what if
social
they
media just
what
to
if
hate.
what if they purpose
Just to
is to
hate.
troll? What if they purpose is to troll and hate on Earth?
That's like
Maybe
a
they
default setting.
maybe they came to Earth to troll and
Nah,
hate people.
that's not what it is. It's a default setting. You know how like when you get the factory settings? The factory settings for Earth is you come here to hate because you haven't found your purpose yet. So that's like you're still on your default setting. When you start to customize your setting, then you start to find your purpose because it's customized.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be included to hate because you're not going to have time to hate because you're going to be so much focused on your own purpose that you're not even going to think about hating. You're going to be sitting there researching. You're going to be sitting there doing the work. You're going to be 24/7
In your purpose.
thinking about your goals and your aspirations, and to the point you ain't got time to hate.
Yeah, you just gonna try.
So
Yeah.
hating is a default setting on Earth. Hating is only for the people who come here to just do whatever the system tell them to do whatever the norms of society tell them to do. That's the default setting, and you get default, and your life is default on default. Your life is on default. You're nothing great, no greatness, nothing. You're never going to be great or none of that. You're just going to be at the default factory setting.
Damn.
That's it. And then at that default setting, you're basically a robot
Dang.
that's programmed to hate.
A humanoid.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
A humanoid.
Yeah, basically, yeah, a robotic, yeah, humanoid, yeah.
Damn, a humanoid. So I don't even call them haters. I'm just start calling niggas humanoids now. It's a humanoid, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Dad, get
Me
on your
personally,
purpose, man.
get on your purpose. Me personally, I don't really have time to create fake profiles and go hating under people's comment sections and all that. I don't really have time to do that myself because I'm busy working and actually following my purpose and actually getting the information out, actually doing the research, not just compiling information from one source. I read constantly. I watch documentaries. I read. I listen to what people who's wiser than me and older than me. I listen to what they say, and I discern. I actually discern and compile information.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not just be robotic and accept what the establishment gives me. You know what I'm saying? I actually evolve past that. My mindset actually evolved past just accepting the default factory setting.
Yeah, niggas life on default. That's crazy.
Life on default, man. And it's sad, man. We gotta pray for these people, man. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's real sad. I mean, they just basically never gonna achieve any type of greatness. Like,
dang.
Yeah, they never gonna achieve any type of great. They never gonna see past average. It's either gonna be below or just average at the highest.
Damn, so they ain't really tapping into their genius.
They not tapping into their genius.
Everybody born with the genius.
Everybody's
born with the genius gene. You got to tap into it though.
Because we're all connected to a source of a higher source.
And the thing is, our purpose is to try to spark that. That's why we talk about how we talk. That's why we talk how we talk, because we're trying to spark people to get into their purpose, start finding out what their purpose is.
Yeah, so it's like a flame.
Yeah,
it's like a flame that's starting and it creates like a fire. Then you rise up out of the default setting like a phoenix. You know what I mean? You rise up out of the ashes. You know what I mean? Because the default setting is just ashes, man. You at the lowest level. You at the dirtiest, lowest level. You gotta rise up out of that.
Yeah, and then another thing, Chris Anthony, it ain't fair. You shouldn't nobody fair. You shouldn't be fair at anything anybody say. If
This
fair
ain't got nothing to do with fair.
Fair is your own projection. That don't have
Fear is
nothing
you
to.
staying at the default setting of
What we
hating.
saying
That's fear.
what we saying ain't shouldn't fear you. Why be fair? Like if you fair, then that's your own projection. That's your
Yeah,
own
yeah,
mind.
yeah. You
That's your
scared. That's just yeah.
that's your own within. That don't have nothing to do with what we saying. You know what I'm saying? That don't have nothing to do with what we saying.
Exactly, Key Matthews. Fear is a lack of knowledge. It's ignorant. Fear only comes because you're ignorant. To even bring fear up in this conversation.
That's how churches get away with manipulating people, telling them they're gonna go to hell for this, and that. Got you scared. Got you scared of something.
Hey, send that link out for brother Chris Anthony so he can get on here, so he can speak his mind.
You talking about
Whatever
what apocalypse? You talking about the apocalypse? What apocalypse? What Walking Dead? What apocalypse are you talking about? Apocalypse. Yeah, that man. There's no food on the shelves. I mean, I could pull up countless of pictures showing you ain't no food on the shelves. And this is all over the world where food is on. You know what I'm saying? The UN just had a meeting, man. Talking about millions of people going to starve.
Well,
Food shortages. But that's orchestrated. We know that's orchestrated.
That's only
food
the people
shortages.
that's only the people famine. That's on a default setting.
Yeah. That's orchestrated famine. We know this planet is plentiful. It can feed everybody many lifetimes. For them to come out and say food shortage, that's orchestrated. That's an agenda. So what's the fear? I mean, fear what? What you gonna fear? Fear ain't gonna get you nowhere. I mean, I can give him the link, but he don't have nothing to stand on because what he's saying
fear comes from within anyway. Fear comes from within. If you fearing this information, that's your own personal problem.
That's what I said. That's your own projection. If you scared, that's your own projection.
Fear comes from within. You're getting confused with us informing people of the reality that we built up around ourselves, and someone trying to scare someone. Nah, you're confusing, brother. You confused, brother. Fear is your own perception coming from your own mind.
Yeah, nobody can scare you.
Exactly.
Let you scare yourself.
Exactly. That's something that comes from yourself. Not from the outside in. That's from the inside out.
And that's how the elites play on our emotions. Out of fear. They think we supposed to fear, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even about fear, it's just about knowing what's what and putting yourself in a position, you know what I'm saying, to being prepared for whatever comes. He said trying to push the end of the world. The end of the world? Shit, that's gonna happen regardless. We ain't got to push nothing.
And the only reason why we giving attention to this brother, just to show the ignorance of some people. Just to show the lack of knowledge, the lack of knowing of what's going on. So I mean, just enjoy your 2 seconds of fame, brother. Enjoy it. Basically, we doing the same thing that what the scriptures did with the Israelites. The Israelites were chosen people to see how ignorant we all are. If you notice, all the tests was given to the Israelite to see how they perform. See, people don't realize, they think the chosen people just mean that you got VIP passes to God, but really that means you got more responsibility and you're actually being used as a vessel to see how you react to certain things.
Hmm.
Fear comes from within, brother. Fear is something that comes from within. There's nothing wrong with being informed about a reality that's happening around us and preparing for it. That's the difference.
Maybe some people don't want to be told about it. Maybe some people don't want to hear about it. Maybe they just want to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now, the book isn't fake. It's just your perception of it is fake. See, it's just that you're still in ignorance because you've been taught a certain thing about scriptures that's not true. You're not looking at it from the right perspective. That's what's happening, brother. But there's lessons and knowledge in everything, even in the stuff that you perceive as fake.
yeah, but that's when you start getting into the metaphysics of things, and some people
Oh
don't know.
well, that this brother
Some
ain't
people,
this
some
brother
people ain't ready for
ain't ready
metaphysics.
for that. Nah, this brother ain't ready for that.
Even though we talk about metaphysics on this channel a lot of times, you know what I mean? But some people ain't really ready for that type of talk because they got to get through the government conspiracies and stuff first. They got to get through all that, discern all that stuff first when you start before you start getting to the higher level of the spirit, you know what I mean, of the spiritual realm and what things mean metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this yeah, do you want to get somebody people on the panel or you want to just
We don't
yeah,
need
we ain't gotta get nobody on the panel today.
to do that.
We wait for our we wait for the night when we do the night show. When we do the night shows. Hmm. Yeah, that's another thing, man. We utilize our platform for other people to come up and speak their mind. There's not really too many platforms letting people, you know what I'm saying, letting their subscribers come up on the panel and speak their mind. We like to hear other people's like any other time we have the brother, what's his name? Chris, what's his name? Chris. We usually have brothers like that come up on the panel. You know what I'm saying, and and give they viewpoints and all that. That's the thing about our we got a fair platform. We let people come up here and whether they agree or disagree. For the people that been on our lives and know what we do, they know we get everybody up here to tell their thing. You know what I'm saying? To give their viewpoints. We give everybody a chance, man. There's not too many platforms is doing that, giving their subscribers a chance to view. Because we like to hear from the people. We like to hear from y'all because we know a lot of y'all got some knowledge. Yeah, I'm saying a lot of y'all got some good points and stuff that that y'all can share with the rest of the people. So we don't yeah, we ain't gonna rule nobody out. We just gonna, you know what I'm saying? We like to hear from everybody's perspective. Because there's a lot of perspectives out here, but you know,
It damn sure is a lot of perspectives out here, and they all the perspectives fit like a puzzle. It's just that they
yeah,
have to
yeah.
be placed in the proper
Have to play,
perspective.
yeah, like a puzzle.
And
Have to,
it's yeah.
yeah, if you ain't getting no notifications, sometimes you gotta like unsubscribe and resubscribe and hit the notification bell. I guess they do that to make you troubleshoot the troubleshooter because sometimes YouTube don't be sending all the notifications out to everybody.
And sometimes we feel like we dropping our pearls before swine, and other times we feel like, we doing the deed and uplifting. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shoot, I got the passion to talk about the truth. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I can't small talk. I can't small talk all the time. I don't have it in me to do small talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when we go into the deeper things because that's what we most passionate about. You know what I mean? So we just go off and start speaking some real stuff because that's just how we wired. We could, I could spend hours talking about a celebrity for 2-3 hours. I can't do it. I go way off the subject after about 15 minutes. For those that been on this live, no, we talk about the celebrities about 15 minutes, and then we start going into you know what I'm saying, the deep waters. I just don't have it in me to talk that long about them niggas, man.
The celebrity and what we talking about, the celebrity is still tied into it. It just,
Yeah,
from a perspective that most channels don't cover.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say all, but I'm gonna say most.
And it ain't that them other channels ain't knowledgeable about stuff. It's just
Oh
that
yeah, they definitely
they
know. They just choose
some.
not to talk about
I
that
mean,
stuff
they
because
as soon as they start talking about that, they numbers start dipping. You got some channels that be having like 5, 6,000, 10,000 people on there. If they was to start talking like us, them numbers would drop fast as hell.
yeah, they drop fast because people don't want to hear that.
They be like, shit, I ain't come here to hear that. I want to know what such and such on the reality show talking screwing. I want to hear about the divorce and the mistress. I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to hear about this red fish, blue fish shit.
I don't want to hear
Nick,
about my. I don't want to
Nick
hear
that
about my
patty
money
whack.
devaluing.
Yeah, Nick that
I don't
patty
want to hear
whack
about
that was
my
dropping
money
bone.
devaluing. It's like
2,000
I don't want
thousand
to.
oops. Party. I'm baking, smelling fine. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that shit, man. They don't want to hear that red fish,
They
blue
don't want
fish
to hear
shit,
about
man.
their soul and spirituality. They don't want to hear about their money devaluing,
Nah,
or
that
or
ain't it.
or they don't want to hear about, how you can grow food yourself and you ain't got to depend on grocery
That
store.
nigga
They don't want to hear that.
Morpheus set on the matrix. Most of these people ain't ready to be woken up yet. And if you do, they'll kill you. Trying to wake them up. He said it's dangerous to wake up people. You know what I'm saying? Dangerous to wake up adults.
Nobody don't want to pay attention to the mess in their own household. You want to know about the mess in other people's household.
Peace, peace, King
It
Rico.
ain't fun.
Peace.
It ain't fun hearing about your own mess.
Yeah, slow mo TV. Hell yeah, man. We be talking about the spiritual warfare that be going on. Hell yeah, which the celebrities tie into because they play a part in the agenda. You know, nigga, anybody on that goddamn TV screen is an agent. We know. We know anybody that got them big contracts and you didn't
And,
see niggas on
and
on the TV for
some of
past
them
20,
aren't
30 years.
some of them aren't conscious of it, but a lot of them are. Some of them aren't. Some of them are really ignorant in their ways, and they don't even realize they being used as an agent because
But the
they already been
yeah,
programmed to think a certain way, and they choose those type of people who already think a certain way.
yeah.
So it's easy to use them for an agenda.
But the celebrities that are aware of what they doing, they make them the handlers.
Oh yeah, they the gatekeeper. The
They
ones who are
make the
aware, they the
ones that the
gatekeeper.
ones that are aware, the mega celebrities that are aware of the agenda, they make them the handlers. That's your Jay-Z's, your Oprahs. You know what I'm saying? We can go on and go on. The Ellen DeGeneres and you know what I'm saying? All these other niggas. These the niggas that they make handlers because they know the agenda. They know certain levels of the plan that the lower celebrities don't know. It's a pyramid. It's a pyramid scheme. Those at the bottom don't know what the top is doing.
And they only do this because the masses give them the energy and the power to do this.
Tell
Because
them again.
really is the
Where
masses'
where
fault.
do they get their power from again?
They get their power from the masses. Who else they getting it from?
Who's giving them their power?
The masses.
How do Freddy Krueger get his power? Niggas that sleep. Niggas go to sleep.
Yep.
Freddy Krueger get his power from the niggas that go to sleep.
Yep.
Freddy
Just
Krueger
like
represents the elite.
just
That's
just
what
like
Freddy Krueger
Just
is.
like Candyman get his power from niggas saying his name. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta peep the subliminals, man. You know what I'm saying? Freddy Krueger get his power. What's the movie Monster Inc? What are those power in these cities from the kids fair? Did
Yep.
anybody see that movie Monster Inc with the cartoon
Yep.
animated
Monster
joint
Inc.
Monster Inc? Look how they was powering
You
these cities
breaking
up.
up. You breaking up a little bit, Curry. You sounding real choppy. Sound like the Matrix right now.
It's choppy. Am
Yeah,
I
a
good?
little bit. It be getting chopped. Yeah, you good now. I don't know
I'm
what's
good.
going on. But
Yeah,
yeah, the
I'm out
movie
here.
Monsters Inc. is definitely a key movie to how the system is ran, based off our fear. Based off our fear, and they use that, they harvest that, and they that's how they build their city. But yeah, as soon as Negro start talking real, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody's cell phone. That's your cell phone? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why that shit. Soon as we start talking that real shit, you know what I'm saying? The viewers drop down.
That's all right though, because we talking for the people that want to hear it anyway. For the people that need to hear it, that want to hear it. Because not everybody want to walk around blind. Some people, you know what I'm saying, got it in their heart to search for the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's just how it goes. There's always going to be a small percentage of the people that's woke on this planet. That's basically
Well,
what
they
the
will.
4,044 or 4,040, 400,040 people was the scriptures. Basically represent that small window of people that's woke. You know what I'm saying? That
Basically,
they
yeah, it's down to like 144,000 people out of billion
Mm-hmm.
is actually in tune to what's actually going on around it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
It always been like that.
And within those 144,000 is rotated. Souls coming in, souls leaving. Souls coming in. So you know what I'm saying that 144,000 always remain. But it's just like on a cycle. You see what I'm saying? There's always a remnant of 144,000 people that's woke to what's going on. That's coming into this planet and leaving. That's coming and
And
leaving.
and, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends on the purity of your heart of wanting to know the truth
Mm-hmm.
without it being agenda based.
Yeah.
That's how it's determined. That's how you're chosen. You're chosen because you're actually searching with a pure heart. Because you like whatever the truth is. You know what I mean? I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to try to cover this truth up with my bias or the way I was raised or what I
Yeah.
believed in before. You're gonna be like, you're gonna throw everything that you knew away and be like, I want to know what the truth is. I don't care how bad it is or how good it is. I want to know what it is. That's the
Red,
only way to get there.
the red pill, blue pill, right?
That's the only way to get there. You ain't gonna get there no other type of way.
Yeah, it's only through the heart. Through the
Yeah,
heart.
you're
It's
not
through the
gonna
heart
get there
shot.
no other type of way.
Yeah, it's only through the heart.
If you have to search for the truth for it to fit what you already think the truth is, you ain't gonna never get to the truth because you're gonna bend everything to fit what you already believe.
Hmm.
The only way to actually get to the truth is to throw out everything you believed, everything you were taught, and actually go at it with a pure heart, a sober mind, and just straight up, just like I don't care if it proves me wrong,
Yeah, I
or
don't care if it
I don't
kills me.
care if it,
I don't even care if
I
it
don't care
kills
if
me.
it kills. Yup, I don't even care if it kills me. Whatever the truth is, I want to know it. That's the only way to get there. That's the only way you can reach the final level, if you want to call it that. That's the only way you can reach the final level and really free yourself.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. Even if the truth kills you, if you got the heart, you know what I'm saying? If you got the desire in your heart to know the truth, even if it kills you,
And the only
you don't even
people who
care at that
understand
point.
the only people who understand what we saying now are the people who've actually done that.
Hmm.
The people who actually did that wholeheartedly knows what we're talking about. The people who haven't reached that level yet, they like, I don't know what they talking about. Or it's just some surface stuff, surface level understanding that they got. But the
Hmm.
ones who actually did the work knows exactly what we talking about. And that's all inner work. You literally have to throw out everything that you were taught, everything that you thought was the truth before. You got to literally start fresh, clean slate,
Empty your
and then
cup.
start searching.
Yup. Empty your cup and fill it back up.
Yep. Which means you got to confront the ugliness about yourself too. Most
Yup.
people ain't willing to do that.
Yup. Tazzy Taz says because we all on different frequencies. That's a fact.
Yep.
That's a fact.
That's the hardest part. Facing your own darkness. That's the hardest part right there.
Hmm.
And owning up to your own darkness. Owning up to your darkness. Confessing it to yourself. Being 100% real with yourself. Most people can't do that because it's
Nah,
painful.
it's hard. Yeah, it's painful.
It's hard as hell. Yep.
Hell yeah. And we all go. We all. No one exempt from that. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
gotta break through that. You gotta break through your own darkness in order to get to the truth first. Before you even start getting into the path of real truth, you gotta break through your own darkness. They call it shadow work.
Hmm.
Or some people call it confronting your own demon. See, people talk about it, but are you gonna put in the work to do that?
That's not easy. That's not an
And,
easy
and the thing, have
task.
any of these celebrities done that? We always talk. Everybody always praising these celebrities. I doubt it. I doubt it.
I think if they've done that, then they wouldn't be part of some of that industry that's going on. Some of those agendas in that industry, they wouldn't even be partaking in it.
They wouldn't be able
The
to be
ones, the ones that,
controlled.
yeah, the ones that did that left the industry completely.
Exactly.
They ain't want no more parts of it. They might have got food coming into it because they didn't really, they didn't really have that knowledge. They didn't have that. They were just coming in fresh, with a passion to do music. But when they found out it ain't just about music with that industry, it's some whole other monster. They're like, nah, I just came here to do my music. I don't want nothing to do with all that extra stuff going on. I just want to do my music. See, you can't even come in the industry and just do your music no more. it's not even a safe haven for you to do your music. You gotta. That's why it's important for the people to support independent artists because you know what I'm saying you can't. That industry is not even a safe haven for you to do your music. You
Yeah,
gotta worry. You gotta worry about. You know what I'm saying. You gotta worry about all this other extra shit going on. And it ain't just with the music, and it's every yeah. Somebody said it's everywhere. That's true. Yeah, corporations, jobs. You can't even work. You can't even work without your boss trying to grope you or do some weirdo shit, or you know what I'm saying, or work. You know what I'm saying, work in a corporation or a factory or anything without catching some type of hell.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And for the, and to that point, and at that point, shit, the earth ain't shit. This earth ain't shit. And that's not just like the earth itself, the people on this goddamn earth. And we appreciate you, Anti Afro. Yeah, the earth ain't shit, man. I know I'm shit, and the energy shifted. The energy shifted in this planet. Like when that pandemic shit happened, like the energy shifted. Like you could just feel and look around you and see that the energy shifted, man.
Hmm.
Like we went from one
Hmm.
age, like we went from one age to another. You know what I'm saying? Like we in a whole completely different age now. We in a whole completely different age now.
I think the matrix is caving in on itself,
Hmm.
and the ones who ain't conscious enough to see it is going to be basically
Left behind.
taken away with the matrix.
Yeah, they're gonna be left
The
behind.
only ones that's the only ones that's going to remain is the ones who realize that the matrix is breaking down and there's something outside of that.
The new earth and the old, there's gonna be people stuck behind in the old earth.
We don't realize this human condition we've been living in is slavery, and not even just slavery in the fact that like the African slave trade type of slavery. I'm actually talking about our souls enslaved to the human condition.
Bondage. We in bond age.
Yeah,
That's what bondage mean. Bond
yeah.
age.
I think the slavery is much deeper than just what our ancestors went through. It's even deeper than that.
Hmm.
I think the slavery is literally the material world suffocating the spiritual realm.
Hmm.
Because even if we solved all our issues, all our political issues and financial issues, you still gonna have the problem of being a human to deal with. And there's a lot of problems just being human in itself,
Yeah.
like the deterioration of these bodies that we have. Like you can't escape it.
The suffering.
Yeah, the
You
suffering,
can't
just
escape the
all of
suffering.
that.
Yeah.
Yep, all of that. It's just the human condition, period. And that's what's collapsing in on itself.
Mm.
And that's the deepest truth you can get to, realizing that our origin is not human. Like we didn't start off as human. That's why a lot of us is mentally ill because we've been human for too long. But the material world is literally imploding in on itself. Yes.
Hmm.
which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Which is not a bad thing.
It's like a cell dying and reproducing itself. Because our, you know what I'm saying, our cells in our body is equivalent to, you know what I mean, the stars and structures of the universe. Everybody has a universe within inside of them. So the cell represents each, you know what I'm saying, each being that represents the same beings that's on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Each cell in your body makes up a universe. So the planet dying and recreating itself is just that's what cells do. They die and they reproduce. You know what I'm saying? It's no different. It's no
What
different.
I believe is happening is that we see there's nothing wrong with materialism in itself, but when you overdose on anything, it becomes problematic. That's what I think is going on. See, it's not the problem of materialism or the material world itself.
It's the
You know what I'm
overindulgent.
saying?
Indulging. It's the
Yeah, it's just yup.
overindulgent,
It's almost turning into substance abuse or
like
dependency
or gluttony.
to the soul.
Hmm.
You gotta look at the material world like it's some type of drug or something. Like it don't start off as that. It start off as like food for the soul. The material world could be like food for the soul, but when you overdo it, it becomes a health hazard.
And that's where all the cancers and all that stuff come into play.
Yeah, that's where all the sickness get when it. Yeah, that's where the sickness come from. And then we start manifesting that sickness into the material world because it's manifesting from our soul, expressing itself from being into the material world too long.
And we didn't got into the metaphysics of things
We're,
anyway.
we're too immersed into the material realm, which is in the material. Like I'm saying, I'm gonna repeat: the material realm is not bad in itself, but anything you overindulge in becomes substance abuse.
Hmm.
That's the conclusion I came to on my own research. Heart pure, you know what I mean? Trying to keep my heart pure and my mindset balanced and you know what I mean, sober minded and not listening to what I was told, but listening to what my inner self has found to be true. And
Hmm.
what's happening right now is that the material realm is basically suffocating our soul.
Hmm.
We're too enmeshed in it. We're too enmeshed into the material realm.
Niggas like, damn, I can't work. I'm hooked on Earth. Give me some more of
Yeah,
that Earth, baby. Give
yeah,
me some more of that
exactly.
Earth. Scratching
Yep.
themselves. Give me more Earth. Fiending for Earth, boy. Damn, I can't wait to get back to Earth, boy. I love me some Earth.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's becoming like a crack addiction. Earth is becoming like a crack addiction to our souls.
They like Samuel Jackson in Jungle Fever. I like to get high. I like
Exactly.
I like getting high.
Because the material realm was created as a vacation from the spiritual realm. Because, if you stay stagnant into one type of existence for too long, it becomes death. So we had to
Hmm.
have realms to bounce back and forth from. We had to go from the material to the physical, from the spiritual to the material, from the spiritual. That's what the Jacob's ladder thing is all about.
Hmm.
Ascending and descending. You got to, but sometimes we get into this rut to where we keep descending
Hmm.
continuously and wanting to stay there.
Once again, I like getting high.
Exactly. And basically, we loading this material realm up into a crack pipe. That's what's happening. The material realm is being loaded up into a crack pipe. Our souls out here looking like Pookie on the edge of the bed when he ain't want to take a hit of that crack pipe, and he ended up hitting that crack pipe anyway.
Uh, it's calling me, man. Earth just keep calling me. It's calling me, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas addicted to Earth, man.
Yep. Yeah, our souls ain't nothing but a bunch of addicts. That we literally like a bunch of addicts, spiritual addicts, walking around.
Spiritual addicts.
Yep, our souls are like addicts, chasing the next earth high,
Dang.
addicted to materialism.
To the next earth high. Yeah, boy. Tony Frame said they're addicted to having nothing. Basically. Because at the end of the day, it don't mean nothing. It's all vain. Somebody said, first lad, leave weed out of this. You know what I mean? Yeah, leave weed out of this. That weed ain't got nothing to do with this.
Yeah, too much of the material world becomes a poison to the soul. Yep, it literally becomes a poison. Like it's like any food that you eat. I mean, you eat too much of it becomes poison after a while. Or anything you consume.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
If it's happening on this lower level, you know what's happening on the higher level.
Somebody they say where else can they survive on other than Earth and Mars? Shit. Somebody there ain't no damn Mars. Somebody said, what they say? So moderators do a Ali Soul Seeds podcast that was blocked. Why am I here? Yes, but I would respect you to debate anyone to show them. I don't know. Somebody said they blocked.
I don't know.
Hopefully ain't nobody blocked. We ain't trying to block nobody. We welcome all debate. I mean, disagreements and all that. We ain't into blocking nobody unless they spamming and doing troll
Yeah,
and
we
doing
ain't.
and doing too much troll shit. But other than that, if somebody speaking some, opposing something, we don't want to block nobody on. We ain't trying to block nobody. Shit.
Tony Frame says, "Oh, and vegetarians kill more species of animals than the meat eaters."
You said, say what? Vegetarians?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they anything to distract you from going within. That's the main purpose. 'Cause once you go within, all your power is within. They don't want that's the anything anything to keep you from going within. That's why they keep you praising gods outside of yourself because they don't want you going within. That's the true distraction, keeping you from going within and finding out what you truly are.
I think we should shut this stream down soon. What you think, Jr.?
Yeah, definitely, definitely,
So we
yeah,
gave him more
definitely.
than enough. We gave him everything. We gave him the mess. We gave him the knowledge. We
Yeah,
gave him everything.
exactly.
We gave y'all night and day.
Yeah, for the people that don't know what night and day is, make sure y'all support our shop,
We gave y'all.
nightanddaynetmarket.com. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow our other social medias,
Let
man.
me say, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on
Our
Facebook
second channel also, Night and Day Talk Media.
and follow Night and Day Talk Media. Y'all see it in the comments right there. That's our second channel.
Y'all want to support black businesses, support our shop, where we actually have plenty of merchants that we deal with that are black owned.
Yeah, skin and hair products all made by black merchants. Yep. Shit,
Beverly BMW,
they the only one.
we did. You got to go back and watch it from the beginning. Monique was live. We did have Monique live on there. It
Oh
was,
yeah,
yeah.
it's at the beginning of the live.
You
Yeah.
have to go back to the beginning. This is you coming in late. You coming in as we about to close the stream down.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate y'all, man, coming through.
We definitely appreciate y'all, though.
Kicking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess the next show we have people come up on the panel. Next show we do.
Oh
So
yeah,
we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all time, man. We always appreciate
definitely.
y'all time. So
Should I close it out?
yeah, you can close it out.
And that's all we have to say.
See